Hey YouTube, this is Flying R ASMR back on another day. This time we're not playing a game. We're going to be putting together a Ferrari F40 LEGO kit. And I also have the finest list of Ferrari F40 facts. If you look at your top left screen, I'm on the Wikipedia page, which as we all know has the most useful information. And the goal, am I going to build this whole thing in one video? I don't know. I think, like, going fast, these typically take maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours put together. So I don't know if it will be finished, but maybe I can split it into 2 parts. Or I might upload a 2.5 hour, 3 hour long video. I don't know. Depends how I feel. This is one of my personal favorite cars of all time. I know a little bit about the car. I've seen it in person a couple different times, and I will do my best to actually include some photos I took of the car in various spots. I apologize for any video quality issues. I noticed on the first, the Sims 3 videos, both of them were pretty dark compared to what I was actually seeing. And I played around in the settings of my recording software and was unable to find any solution to that. For this video, the setup is crazy. I have my old phone, which only powers on if it's charging, so it will never just run independent. I have that currently plugged into my computer, and after downloading some software, I have the camera going from my phone, displaying on the computer, on my computer, which is what you see right now, and I'm recording the software, screen recording that essentially over the video to piece. It's a mess. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. The first thing I noticed when I was getting ready was this was tricky to open. You see this flap, but as you can see, there's no actual ways to undo any of the flaps, right? And so my natural, oh, there it is. Okay, so I guess I opened it right. I didn't see this perforation. I never saw that. That's funny. Anyway, so my natural reaction was to open it like this, which obviously did not go too well. But it's opened, and that's going to avoid some of the headache. I didn't really look inside. I just wanted to open it because I know it can get pretty loud. And we have some yellow and red and black and clear pieces. I'm not sure if we expected anything else, to be quite honest. So it looks like we got four bags. This is the unibody right here. So we have the unibody, the floor, you could say, and we'll build off of that. And I'll put that all the way over here. And we also have the stickers. And looks like, I'm glad I looked, there's a little bag in the bottom. And that's gonna have the wheels. There's 2 sets of wheels in here, which I think is cute. There's only one correct wheel that goes on that. but the box is empty. I'm gonna go ahead and set that off to the side. Obviously the F40 technically only came in one flavor, like the Ford Model T only came in black. The Ferrari F40 really only came in the red Rosso Corsa color. Obviously there were many other colors that you may have seen. I'm not sure I put in the book back there when I need that the most. I might keep this right here. It's a good little spot. So this is going to be bag number 4 and 2. So we're going to put that over here for now. Bag number 3 also. It's going to go over here for now. All we care about is the starting point, which is bag number 1. I put together a few of these. I'm actually going to roll up my sleeves. We're getting down to business. I've done a couple of these little LEGO speed sets. Actually, I can try and grab it. I have this Ford GT. The Heritage Edition colors, I guess you could say. Let's go into space. Pretty good little thing we got going on here. It's surprisingly accurate for how, blocky, and I guess it's about a 1/18 scale, maybe 1/24. I'm not really sure. Probably 1/24. But let's go ahead and get started. And if you can see on the left side, you can see the 2 Ferrari F40 pictures here. I noticed this earlier and thought it was a little funny. If you go to the very top, right, and you can see my mouse pointer, you can just barely see it. If you go to, it starts off with the Ferrari F40 as a mid-engine rear-wheel drive sports car, and we know that. If you hover over sports car, Mazda Miata pops up, and that is hilarious. I used to have a Miata. It was an 03. But now I'm just kind of rambling. We'll get to all the applicable topics as they come across. But we're going to go ahead and open this. Try not to be too loud because I'm not too familiar with this microphone and the settings and all that, so I'm trying to be quiet. Just a little bit. Okay. This is not going well. There you go. Okay. Now we're just gonna... Okay, and that is empty. And we have another bag over here. Got a fender. We got a headless driver. This might be like an interior piece or something. I don't really know what the yellow is for yet. Mamma mia. Fender. Another one of these little blocks. I'm not sure if there's really any point organizing any of this. I normally don't. But for the purposes of the video, I feel like I may as well. So all these really thin black pieces over here. So this is gonna be our driver. We can call him Ronaldo. Sounds cool. Ronaldo can kind of stand in the lean back. Lean back. Oh. Ronaldo's gonna sit right here and stay leaned back until we need the chassis piece. These are very sharp pieces. Anyway. And as a side, oh, it's a wrench. That makes sense. Okay. As a quick little side note, I want to say I do have my next video idea ready, and it will be baseball related, as was the first video on this channel that I recently uploaded. On today's date, I recorded that, I don't know, 4 days ago. I'm trying to start off with about one. I might try and do like 3 a week, so one every other day. Okay, so Ronaldo, I'm very sorry, but you've been cast off the body. So, oh no, I have to open this one too. Looks like it. Yeah, I gotta open this one already. And we're gonna put all these pieces right here. These very small little pieces. That might have sounded pretty good. It wasn't. Okay, so we need two of these pieces right here, unless there's a different one, which I guess we gotta look first, right? We don't know what's in here. Maybe y'all do. Maybe one of y'all put the sets together before. Yeah, it's gonna be these two. These are the only ones like it. As far as the body goes, it doesn't look like there's any. Doesn't matter which side is the front or back. That looks identical on any way you put it. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna put this gray one in this corner, all the way over here. And this one as well. And this is going to go right in the middle. Alright, we got 4 pieces down and roughly 314 more to go. So the next step, we got 2 of these. They're going to go in just like that. Cross sections up here. And I did mention earlier, I have seen one of these in person. If there's any car people in the audience, I think this would be a good channel to stick around to. I think I could make a handful of videos actually, just talking about previous photography endeavors. And this piece looks green. Am I crazy? No, it's right there. Okay. And anyway, I used to do photography. I don't really do it anymore. But I've seen, I don't want to sound like I'm exaggerating, but I've seen just about almost any kind of car you could imagine, no matter how rare it is. And I consider myself very lucky in that regard because I am still relatively young. I actually prefer, my favorite Ferrari of all time is the 288 GTO. But the F40 is a very close second place. And third place, I don't really know, you know? I'm looking for these small square ones, and they're black on a black background, and I also have the microphone right in front of me, which is blocking some of the view. That's gonna go here. Like I said, I will definitely include a couple pictures of a F40 that I've taken, and I need to locate the files on my computer because it's been so long. I used to go to car shows pretty much every single Saturday. And unfortunately, people ruined the local car scene for me. That's how I feel. Not for me, but, you know, for everybody. And it's just not right. It's not fair. Because it was something that brought so much joy to so many people. And unfortunately, well, fortunately, I should say, the events still go on, right? But they're just not the same. This looks wrong. But it's not wrong. It just looks awkward. But basically, people started doing all kinds of things at car shows that just shouldn't be done. Normally they're not an issue, right? But these car shows, the amount of effort that went into planning them and getting people together, and to an extent they worked out deals with local dealers and collectors, and they had stuff you simply just will not see anywhere else. Literally once in a lifetime opportunities to see some of these cars. I could just go on and ramble about what I've seen, but I'm just going to save it for the videos. And I feel like this is turning into a rant video on accident, and that's not my intention. I just really like cars and the car community, and unfortunately it's just not the same that it was even 5 years ago. And it's sad. But as I'm putting this F40 together, this is a part, I noticed this before. They always give you the spot to put the wheels on and then save the wheels for like the last thing. Oh, I almost missed a step altogether. Where are these going? Those are going on the front. Okay. It's gonna poke through. Okay, that's interesting. So I gotta push it through there. There we go. Some more facts about the F40. I'm not even going to scroll because I know some of it. Phenomenal car to drive on GT7. If anybody has Gran Turismo. Certified classic. It's not. You guys probably can't see it, but it's just. It's not. Okay, that's about as close as it'll get. Okay. Phenomenal car to drive on GT7. Great engine sounds. You can actually swap the engine to the, I believe it was the Enzo engine, which was still a V8, but it was different. The F40 had a 2.9 liter V8 engine, a relatively small engine, but it was turbo, and I think I would assume it was twin turbo even back when the car was being developed in the mid to late 80s. And this piece, I need two of those. Horsepower figures, I believe, was in the fours. That's from the factory. Yes, made from the factory. The rated numbers are 470 horsepower and 426 pound-feet of torque. Technically speaking, it used the same 2.9. Well, it wasn't. I'll go in. It wasn't the original 2.9 liter, but it was a modified version of the same one that came in the 288 GTO, that's where the 288 gets its name, is a 2.88 liter engine. The F40s was modified with the twin turbos. It put out considerably more power, and maybe we can see it when we get towards the interior part of the car. There really wasn't one. You had the car, the exterior shell, you had a steering wheel, you had two seats, and some dials and switches and buttons. And that was about it. That's about all you got, because you really didn't need anything more. You really didn't. And this car is just, it's on the next level of cars that probably shouldn't have been sold, but because it was so expensive, everyone wanted one, right? It's not a car that ever came with AC, like a Ford GT. That was an option. It never came with the radio, like the Ford GT, which was also an option. I forgot the other two. It might have been power locks and windows. That might have been the option on the Ford GT. The Ferrari F40, if I had to guess, probably didn't have door locks to save weight. Now, I could be very wrong. I never tried opening a door myself, but you never know. Okay, so these are going to go in a straight line right here, and this looks to be like it will be the driver's seat and the passenger seat on this side. The engine will be sitting back here. Okay, so we got that. Two of these, and these are going to go in the back over here. I'm going to scroll down a little bit so I can continue. Right, so if you ever get the chance to see a Ferrari F40 up close, one thing you gotta pay attention to is the paint. The paint coat was so thin, you can see the carbon fiber straight through the paint. And I'm sure if you look up pictures, you will find it. It's hard to pick up. I didn't try when I was looking at the Ferrari F40s in person. It was just like in a state of shock that I saw one. And I was excited, and you know how it goes. Okay, so for this next step, we got this 3-piece right here. And we're going to need two of these. There we go. And I need a square. There we go. Okay, so put this on there. I accidentally picked this up. I was looking for it and it was on my finger already. There we go. And we will need one of these, and that's going to go. This looks to be like it's supposed to be the manual handbrake. That's going to go just like that in the middle. Anyway, just a beautiful car inside and out. You had to be batshit crazy to drive one. It's kind of like a Dodge Viper. It was like the Dodge Viper before the Viper came out, and then the Viper was very cheap. In comparison to a Ferrari F40, very luxurious. I have also sat inside of a Dodge Viper. I believe it was a second gen, or maybe a facelifted first gen. I'm not totally sure. And I mentioned earlier I used to have a Miata, and the Miata, I promise you, despite being a much smaller car, had more interior space. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. So we got the manual. They use a 5-speed, I do believe. Let me double check that. I would assume a 5-speed. There's no transmission. Just going by the year, right? These started production in 1987. I would assume a 5-speed. Sounds right to me. Anyway, let's continue on. So we're going to need one of these and two of those. And these are going to go on the ends. Yep, that's not on. There we go. And that's going to go under this part over here. So that looks like either some kind of suspension part, or maybe, I don't know, we'll get there. Okay, so we need this smaller piece, smaller red piece, and one of these, and this one. Okay, I see. So that's going to go on the side like that. That's going to go on the side like that. And that's going to snap in right there. We need two of the circular pieces. The F40. Some would say it was successful. Am I? Oh, I already did grab these. I'm tripping. Some would say it was successful on the racetrack, which makes sense because it was designed as a race car. And they had to sell them to the public to meet specifications and regulations and all that fun stuff. Like many other cars, because I'm focusing on this, I will not list them. I came ill prepared. And I just was scrolling and I had seen, just barely see it, the rear picture of the whole clamshell opening, and I wonder, I doubt that'll be a feature in this, but it would be awesome if it was. Like I said, I came ill prepared for this video. I'm not too familiar with all the racing stuff. I do like watching racing occasionally, but I am far behind in my overall knowledge of racing, which I think is, it is what it is. Sometimes I think I could be a race car driver. I didn't find out until recently that, when duty calls, it just kind of happens in a race car. I didn't know that until maybe 3 or 4 years ago, which makes sense. I mean, for endurance races, I think that was obvious, right? But for, like a NASCAR race or something, for example, even when duty calls, I thought they could just hold it in, but not necessary. They got a good system going on. Okay, so we got these. We'll save the stickers for later. It's fine. We got that set up over here. Now we need the green part, which is going. This is going on the back side. We're gonna go ahead and get that put together right here. That green piece is going right there with the. I'm getting lost. We're gonna go ahead and snap this in. That's gonna go onto just this one block right here, which makes sense because to change a Ferrari's, if you have to service the transmission or anything, this is what you do. You ready? Just imagine the wheels are on here, engine's on here. Uh-oh, just like that. That's how they service the car, mostly. Crazy. Okay, we've got this one piece. That's going to go right there. We got this black square. Brown? Yeah, it's like this dark, very dark red, almost brown piece. That's going to go right there. We got these little guys. They're gonna go at the back. And I do apologize if you guys can hear some fan noise. Unfortunately, I do have to run my fan. Even though it is winter time, it's still very hot where I live. I cannot. There's no way I could do this without the fan on. I'd be sweating like crazy. And these are gonna go. It says these are in the next step, but I was getting ahead of myself. These are gonna go in just like that. There's the other one. And the good news is we're almost done with the first bag. It's exciting. It means I get to open this second bag. Got these two little guys. They're gonna go. Okay, these are the tail lights. They actually insert. Wait a minute. Nope, that's not right. I see, it is right, but it's not right. You know what I mean? So that's gonna go on this part right here. Got the other one. That's not it. There we go. Like that. And then we got the tail lights. No. I found it. If I had a red floor, this build will be over. Okay, so that's done. Now we got here. Wow, this is just a big cover. Okay. And it does extend one block over the end. Got this gray piece that's going to connect here. Keep everything nice and together. It seems like we're running out of space for the engine. It's unfortunate. I guess we will not be getting an engine in this build. But you know what? That's alright. So we got these two. These are going to go on the end right here, facing up. Now I got the fenders. Uh-oh. I forgot a step. There we go. Okay, so that's going to go like that. I've almost left these side skirts off. Almost. Okay, and I'm going to assume, yeah, there's only two fenders, never mind. I guess their front ones will look a little different, I would think. And this is a cool little piece. Actually, it's I guess it's attention to detail. You can see that gap in there. This upper brick, right? You can see that gap all the way through there on all three sides. If you go underneath, you can't see it, but the Lego brick itself is actually curved too. There's no bottom. It's like an actual fender flare, and aerodynamic as well. And that is awesome. That's gonna go, it doesn't matter what side these go on because they're the same. I shouldn't be able to hold it. I mean, that's a strong car, you know? So we got that. We need this long piece, and that's going to connect the whole thing, baby. Let's go. Okay. What is that? Does that look like a Ferrari F40 to y'all? I think it does, a little bit. We're getting there, right? And the reported weight of the Ferrari F40, the spec sheet, for the US market was right at 3,000 pounds. Without doing any further research, if I had to guess, that's because of bumper regulations or airbags or something dumb like that. But in Europe, it came in at 2,760 pounds, which is 1,250 kilograms. I'm having a hard time getting this piece on. There we go. on the second bag. Okay, so we're on the second bag now. We got some extra. They gave us some extra pieces. I'm gonna put all those up here. We got an extra wrench too. I might keep that in the garage. Bag number 2. Also, relatively larger pieces overall, so maybe this part won't take as long. This looks to have more windows and lights and all that good stuff. I'm so sorry. Wow. That is nice and empty. Okay, so keep that over here in case we actually do need it. We got a grill piece. Not that one. And if I had to call in and ask the expert, it looks like we will go ahead and open this little bag to get the pieces we need. Anyway, we need the grill piece. We need, that looks like a green, yes, green piece. I need to get more lights. And that, okay. So, white onto green. Oh, it's the Italian flag, of course. It's actually I would assume the license plate. And the tow hook. There is a total of 1,300 cars total manufactured by Ferrari, of which 213, or roughly 1 out of 6, pretty much. 1 out of 6 went to the U.S. At the time, these cars went for $400,000 straight from the factory. If you adjust for inflation in today's money, that would be close, if not over, $1 million. And I think you'd be hard-pressed to find one of these for sale for close to $1 million right now. Kind of like the McLaren F1. If you got your hands on it, it would have been a poor choice to sell it at pretty much any point in time before today. Man, I should have got a piece of paper or something for all these black pieces. I'm starting to get a headache. So we need, those are the extras. Need one of these, need 2 of these. And 3 of these. That's 2. That's 2. That's 3. Awesome. Okay, so, okay. Bada bing, bada boom. I wish, man, it'd be awesome if that could, Wheel, wheel, wheel. So we got these two and these two. Wait, oh no, I got it backwards. There we go, it's gonna go like that. And these are gonna be the seats. Snap in place. We have the steering wheel coming into play very soon. Always a certified hood classic. And that's going to go directly onto there. Looks a little, a touch high maybe, but that's where it goes. And we will need we will need there it is, flat finishing piece, two of these, very easy to find. These are on the rear fender. So, officially, the Ferrari F40 ran a 0 to 60 time of 4.7 seconds. If we're, wow, that's a lot of pieces. My personal opinion, if we took that car and ran it today with new tires, I think it'll be about a 4 flat, maybe a 3.8, 3.9 possibly. Might have to play with the transmission once you get new tires on there, because they won't know what to do with all that new technology. And this is going to be a bit of a more complicated step than the rest, which is very welcoming. And we have this special, it's just a touch different. You can see it's got this black line, and they wanted to make sure I saw that. Okay, so we got that, and we got, that's interesting. It's like a 2/3 size Lego brick, just to put another one on top of it. Why didn't they just make this just one big piece? I don't know. Okay, do I need to do this again? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, probably. I probably will have to do that again. And that's going to go on the passenger side. And what? What? I missed something. Oh. But it won't open. So this is the door. I should have known that. I was confused. This doesn't actually go into a brick. It goes into that little slot right there. Look at them. Okay, we know we gotta do that again, so we may as well just, like, do it, right? And I need one of these. Okay, so, got the black. I'm gonna go to flip the page. Just build it backwards, essentially. I was definitely better with Legos as a kid compared to now. Not that I have big fingers, but they were smaller when I was younger. And my eyes were a little bit better. I don't know, looks like a F40 door to me. It's got this explosion graphic for some odd reason. Need 2 of these, and 2 of these, and okay, so these are just more. Okay, more back pieces. These are gonna go all the way up here, right? Oh no. Break away. I'm gonna set these on here. I think I messed up somewhere. Something's. Okay, there's supposed to be a gap. There's supposed to be a gap. Okay. It didn't look like there was a gap. What am I doing? Wait. Oh. Oh. Is it too late to screw myself? So these actually. Yep. Alright. It's in my lap. These actually go over the door like this. There we go. Silly me. This is nerve-wracking, this part right here. This. Okay, it's already flat. Good, good, good. Now this makes sense. Sure does. Just like that. I'm not looking forward to dealing with all this clear stuff. Need one of these, and this looks like a machine gun. What the hell? What the hell is this? It just snaps on? Yeah, sure does. Okay. And that's gonna go, oh, okay, that's the intake. That's gonna go these two right there. Okay, so we have, looks like a clear piece, and then these two, where'd they go? These two wings. And that's gonna be the back window, if you can call it that. Window doesn't seem fair, but Well, it's not the window. It's part of the back. And these didn't have, the Ferrari F40 did not use any glass. It was all like polycarbonate, like sand sheets, if you know what I'm talking about. They didn't use any glass. It was all plastic glass because that saved weight. And it was also, I would assume, safer. Maybe, I don't know. So we got we got, oh, okay, there it is. Yep. These two pieces over here, and we need these two. And these are going to connect, these are actually just going to cover the rear fender. And then, okay. So that one would go this way, right? Yeah. I would guess the doors are actually supposed to be closed in like that. And like I said, we'll worry about all the stickers later on. I know it'll be a touch harder, but it's alright. Okay, now I got the windshield. I'm sorry, not the windshield, the back glass. And it's okay, so that's gonna go like that. Uh-oh, I missed a skip again. Gosh darn. And that's gonna go right, I don't even have to look at it, right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at it. Would you just look at it? Now, if you know that reference, you're a certified YouTube OG. A classic. I'm looking for this piece. And another one over here. This is a car you just look at. And if you ever get the chance to drive it, dare I say, even if it is stolen, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Before I click these in. Yes, that is the right spot. Note to self, put this one on first. If you ever get the chance to drive one, I would not pass up the opportunity. What is this? This is too much. Okay, we'll just put this off to the side. So we got 1, 2, 3. Do I need to make 2 sets of that? I would assume so, right? No, this is what the fuck is this for? Okay. Why is that so? Okay. There we go. Sorry about that reflection thing. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and I don't want to lose. I'd rather lose the parts together and not separate. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick these together. Boom. Oh, I need more. Need one of these on here with a gray piece like that. And another piece of these that goes up. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? And looks like we got 2 of these little square black pieces. Did I use the wrong brick? Is there... There looks like there's a black line, but there's only one. Yeah, it's not my fault. So I got that one, that's on another gray square at the front. Oh, no, I need one of these. And that's going to go up. Of course it does. And that's, okay, yep. Okay, and these squares, not straight at all. Not straight at all. Not sure what I can do about that. I'm trying, but oh well. And then I would assume, right? I'm just assuming, right? Like that, which means I do actually have to build it again. Okay, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's my favorite part. We have to do this again. Oh, there it is. See, I'm not a Lego reader, but we gotta do it again. Do we go for record time? What if I just set this up, right? And we're gonna wait. 2. No, let me get focused. Let me get focused. I wanna locate. Okay, boom. Okay. Record timing. You ready? Let's start this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That took about 10 seconds longer than I really thought it would. That's okay. I was right. That's all I care about. I was right. It goes here. It goes in the square hole. Maybe. Yeah, okay. It's in the square hole. Well, it's in a circle hole. The square is in the circle hole. Oh my god. It looks awful. It's not the Lego's fault, it's my fault. Yeah, that's okay, that looks better. Looks better. So now we got one of these and one of these, and apart from these bigger pieces right here, everything else is on here. These are gonna go back here. There we go. That's awesome. Now we have these. These already got the stickers on them. Wow. And it's actually not a sticker, it's just printed. It's printed on there. So we got this one I'm holding. And that's gonna go on this side, over here, like a glove. Yep. I was gonna snap this brick on, right? There's no top. Let's try this one. Yep, this one's got a top. Much better. This over fender design, where the vent is, it kind of reminds me of the new Corvettes. It's got a very similar rear shape like that. Obviously, the rest of the car is much different, but that specific shape right there was similar. Bag number 3. I don't know if that did anything for you. I learned my lesson. I'm just going to go ahead and empty this bag, because I want to use all of them, right? This is the McDonald's bag. As you can see, it's all red and yellow. Imagine going to McDonald's in a Ferrari F40. That would be a trip. When I build Lego sets like this, it makes me wonder sometimes, how did they go about developing these cars? Because like, for simplicity, I would assume, right? We put it together from back to front. But when they're engineering these cars from the ground up, well, it makes sense. There's probably not much of an actual design at that point. They just want to get something going. You know, they just want to get some results and then worry about what the car looks like later on in its life. Which I guess makes sense. This is a weird... What the hell is this? It's cool. But, I don't know. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a car designer. And I found out very early I was not very good at car designing. Not good at drawing. I think my ideas are good, but my drawing ability is not good. Oh, we got the dash. Okay, that's cool. And I used to have a design book. And I think this book was from like 2002, right? It's a very old book. It had the Maserati MC12 in it. It had the Cadillac V16 concept. It had I believe it was the Cizetta. They had one of those in the book. And obviously it had a McLaren F1 and a Dodge Viper. I don't have that book anymore. I don't know whatever happened to it. I would love to find it again, because that car, that book, I should say, that book kind of like ingrained in me everything about what I love about cars today. The wacky features, as Doug DeMuro would say, the quirks, the design languages. Once you learn things like that, it kind of sticks with you to an extent. Like, everybody has their own design language and philosophy, like Mazda has theirs. It starts with a K. I don't remember the name, but it starts with a K, and this is on backwards. Yeah, it's sideways. Oops. There we go. So this... What the heck? And obviously, some other manufacturers have their own design language. And me personally, I think some of them, their design languages, it rhymes with pit. It rhymes with pit, and that's where the cars sometimes belong, is the pits. They do not belong to be out on the streets. Man, this is not a fun time right now. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. These tiny black pieces on this black background, would not recommend. What piece is that? Oh my god. Okay. This uses two of these little roundy bits. So I got that part on, so this is gonna go. Why does this one go down? The other one went up. Bruh. Like I said, I'd rather lose the pieces together. It's easier to find. Oh my god. There we go. Is that the right way? Nope. Just gotta rotate it. There we go. I need to get. Flat one. There we go. Wow. I'm talking about unnecessary. Yeah, thanks. I got those in. Wait, what? Bruh, there's more. There's more. Okay. Now we got these swinging arms. There's one. There's two. And these are gonna go. Wow. They go away. Okay, that's cool. They go like this. Push those in all the way. Just like that. We're on page. It looks like we're over halfway there. Okay. So now we got. These look like a 3 or 4 long. Am I losing my mind right now? There's no other red piece. Oh my god. Yep. Okay. This one, it goes on this other vertical piece right here. Oh, there we go. Okay. You really gotta click it in. And my dog just walked into the bedroom. If you heard him sigh, he's very upset that he has to manually put himself up on the bed right now. Poor guy. Stickers. I'll worry about some other time. These two just like that. And this is a shape I'm very familiar with right here. That slant nose. Oh, we're moving now. Alright. Okay, before I put these on, it's going to make me put... Oh, you know what? It goes on this one. I thought it went on the body. The McDonald's piece. Got the long boy. And that's going to go right there. Click. Okay, so now we need... Does the color matter? Because I got this brown. Okay, that's totally different. I'm going to need one of these. And one of these. And that's going to go on the front over here. Okay, we got one of these, one of there it is. The light was reflecting off of it, and then the other, this one. Okay, that's easy. I thought I grabbed this piece. Okay. Got one of these and one of these. These are going to be our front. Okay, this will be a required sticker, so I can put on the pop-up headlights. I'm going to go ahead and just put them on. Where's 6? Do our best to line this up the way it should be. And hold on, I'm putting this back on this sheet. Is the 10, is that a different, because is that going to be a different part? I would think the whole headlight would be just one, that's 11, 12. Because it's showing just a 6, but the bottom of the headlight. We'll do it later. We'll do it later. Where was I? Okay, right there. You can see it's the same. If I can get the orientation right, about like that. That's close, right? Yeah, we're there. I'm gonna need this and this and all of these and not that. This and this. Alright, what are we doing here? That's gonna go onto the middle. These are going to be just in the middle as well. And then we got the under parts. Okay, cool beans. That's going to go at the front. What? Oh. There we go. Okay, now we got almost trapped a piece of my hair inside the Legos. I don't think anybody really wants to see that. It's gonna be the front splitter. That's gonna go, yeah. That doesn't seem very strong at all. Oh, okay, that's a little better. Okay, it's like a chin. This what I'm talking about. This is that US regulation right there. Now I got 2 tiny blocks directly onto that. Why not just make one block? You know what I mean? Like just make it one block. I think you guys would save money, if I'm being honest. Just unnecessary. Unnecessary. That's gonna go facing like that. Nope. Like that. There we go. Okay. One for you. And one for you. This seems so much more fragile than the Ford GT. So much more fragile. We got these turn signal lights. And then 2 of the clear lights. And then these brackets. So these are going to go like so. I thought I'd turn my phone into silent mode, and apparently I did not. That's gonna go right here. Let's go over. No, it goes in front. Okay. One for you. And one for you. Got the wings. Not the wings, but the, well, I guess technically they are wings, actually. I thought I misspoke, but, I mean, there's the splitters, canards, whatever you want to call them, right? Headlights go up, headlights go down. Got this piece, and it's going to get a flat. And then there's me another one that also gets a flat. And then these got the, it's got the stuff already painted on. Oh, it's on both sides, so it doesn't matter what side I put it on. It's so fragile. Oh my. Okay. Stickers, I don't. Now we got that interesting piece, and that interesting piece is going to go onto this yellow piece. And then this other interesting piece is going to go onto here. And this, wow, what is this? Okay, and that's going to go, of all places, it's going to go on this. What the heck? This piece seems totally unnecessary, and it hides that cool looking piece, which I'm not a fan of. Like, I'm a fan of the piece, I'm not a fan that it's being hidden. It's like hiding the Mona Lisa. Okay, so we got a couple extra pieces again. Now we're on bag 4. This is the home stretch that we're on now. Actually, okay, bag 4. Uh-oh. You thought you could slip in there, huh? No. We got the good stuff. And one thing I wanted to check. It looks like these all have the same size tire and wheel, which is fine. Get the tires stacked up. Like that. Oh no. Got the dually wheels, apparently. I'm gonna go and put the tires on. Okay. I'm not gonna put the wheels on. Not yet. Okay, so wow. Hell yeah. I think that's the window. And what do we got here? What do we have here? Got one of these. Got one of these. Oh, that's got the Ferrari logo on it. That's not the piece I actually need. I need this. I will need to open this. I need 2 of these and a round bit. I'm looking for I got that. I'm looking for that. There it is. Okay. First things first. Go under? Yes, it goes under. This looks like it could be like the air dam or something. No, I was right. I did need these. I didn't see it on there, but nope. Okay. Okay, that's going here. What does it snap onto? Oh, I see. Okay. It doesn't lift up. Oh well. I guess I can just I can't see what I'm doing. Is it on? Oh, it is. Okay. Cool. Okay, so that's on. Need a long piece, and that's just going to go right over the top. And that makes sense, because it was 2 different headlight spots, and now it all adds up. I am not a good sticker applier. And if this Lego build ruins value, it will be because of the stickers. No. It's over. It's over. We failed. I failed. It's over. Wow. Not fair. Okay, so we got this piece. It's red on this side, but not the other. And we will need while we're getting closer to the end, the F40 top speed from the factory is listed at 196 miles an hour. Wasn't quite able to claim that 200 spot. But I'm sure under some conditions, I'm sure somebody has done it in a very stock F40. Under the right conditions, I'm sure 200 is possible. Man, these pieces are getting, it seems like they're getting smaller. Okay, so now we got, wow, that's a cool piece. It's a vent. It's a vent, but it's slanted. We got this piece. That's gonna go. Oh, I missed a step. Missed 2 steps, actually. I put it the wrong way. Oh my god. Okay, I will need this piece over here. What I think I want to do is pretty much just stop talking until we're done, because we're so close to the end, which means you should be sleeping. See, like, why isn't this an engine, right? Like, what does that look like to y'all? It looks like a crankshaft to me, but whatever. Wow, there's so many more pieces to add now. Okay. Something's not right. I got that one's right there. leave this here. Focus on this. How does this connect? What? Oh my god. Silly me. Now we have the actual tail lights. I was getting ahead of myself in the first 5 steps. Now that we are on step 92, I can see the error of my ways. And this is the golden piece of the whole thing. You can see the Ferrari logo. Barely, right there. Wait, do I need anything else underneath? No, nothing else underneath. So we're going to need this and this. I may as well just go ahead and do it again. That's going to go. We're going to go ahead and put Ronaldo into the seat. He can keep his awesome. Okay. Where was I? We did that. Maybe you can see this under the right light. Maybe not. This piece is see-through. It reminded me of the paint on the Ferrari F40. Oh yeah. Look at that. I'm going to go ahead and put the wheels onto like I said, I don't know why they gave us 2 sets of wheels, but they did. Oh yeah, these are sexy. Nobody can tell me otherwise. I do wish they had different size tires. That's kind of like my only complaint, but I don't know. Oh, I see. Okay. Wow, that is the detail on that. It's just a cover piece, but it does so much, you know? And I think, apart, oh, well, these are the mirrors. I can do that. Hopefully Ronaldo can see the mirrors. Hopefully they're in the right spot. Always when you get in a new car, always set your mirrors, guys. Always set your mirrors in a new car. You get comfy first, all right? You get comfy, get your seat where you want it, and then change the steering wheel, and then change the mirrors. What are these just extras over here? They might be. They're probably extras. Yeah, they are. Look at that. Look at that. I could put a brick right there. It seems like there should be something there. There we go. There's a little opening back here. Now we're all done. So let's look at our masterpiece. From the side, as far as overall proportions go, it does look a tad chunky. Like maybe if it was just stretched out instead of here, right? Maybe just about here. And I think it would just look right. I don't know. But overall, this is a pretty solid little, the bag is spot on, but that's because it was a brick in the bag, right? But yeah, we're going to go ahead and compare it to the Ford GT that I have. And you can see Ford GT is just a touch shorter, mostly because of the wing, honestly. And as you can see, I got all my stickers on here, and this moves. I guess this would... Nothing on here really moves. It's a solid little set, especially for 25 bucks. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and... What I will do is pause this just for a second. Okay, I said at the very beginning I would show some of the pictures I gotten. You can kind of see what's going on up here. It took me a while to find this. These pictures are from 2017. And that's why it kind of took me a minute to find it, because for lack of a better word, I archived all that information. So the cars we have from back to front, at the very end up here, you can just barely see the fender. We have that should be an Enzo. Right here is a Ferrari F50. Right here is the Ferrari F40, which is the car we just put together. Right here is a 288 GTO, my personal favorite, and kind of the car that started it all right here. This should be, if I can verify, it should be a 250 GT. And this is kind of the same picture, just from the back side. You get the 250, the 288, the 40, the 50, and then the silver Enzo. And I believe at the end of this, there probably was a LaFerrari over here. There's a Ferrari 458 race car right here. The Ferrari F40, straight on from the back, and registered in Montana for tax purposes. And you can kind of see why people enjoy this car so much. It's just so raw. You can peek through and see part of the engine through the vents back here. You can see all the way underneath the car. There's nothing down here. It's all very smooth, aerodynamic. You can kind of just barely see. It's got a little bit of camber from the factory. This is a yellow Ferrari Enzo right here. And now we have the front of the F40 with the back of the 288 GTO. And these pictures, like I said, they're from December of 2017. I don't really remember. I could probably pull it up on here. I don't remember all the specs. I shot everything manually at the time, but this was very early in the morning. And like I said, I haven't done photography in a while. Here we go, another F40. This area right here, you can see, is very discolored. It's got like purple and white. It's just because of this guy knows what's up. He's pointing at me, maybe. I don't know. They pushed this, but the 288 GTO ran. The GTO ran. I got that on video. You can see the brakes of the F40 right here. This was, I would assume these are the factory brakes, but this seems crazy to me in 1987. The hood latch, which does have a lock on it, I wasn't sure if they did or not. I don't know why this. What? Okay. This should be the two. Is this the F40? Well, if the F40 doors were open, let me see. This door was closed, so I guess this would be the F40. It doesn't look right, though. I think this is the 288. I really think this is the 288. We can kind of look around and see what's going on. We got the AC. We got a radio in here. Some gauges. We got the turn signal. The shifter. I cannot figure out what car this is from the inside, but this is the 288. Beautiful car. Beautiful. The 250, also beautiful. These were popular. As you can tell, the design is very 60s. This was a very universal design, pretty much. I mean, that's how I feel. You can always look at this and know it's from the 50s or probably 60s. Just incredible machines. Like I said, it's not every day you get to see cars like this. And this is the back of the 288. And the reason I like it so much this is why I like it so much. It reminds me of a Group B race car. I never got to experience those. I did go to Pikes Peak a couple times, but just incredible machines. Happiness all around. And these rear tires are 335 wide, 35 sidewall, and their wheels are 17s. I wonder if I can go back to the front picture just so I can make sure I wasn't like acting like a crazy person. There's a reason why I wanted these two to be two separate sizes. And you can see right here, this says, I believe it says 235, 235, 45, 17. And 100 millimeters, that's how they measure tires, the width. So an extra 100 millimeters is basically 4 inches wider in the back than the front. And that makes sense because it is a rear-wheel drive car. And all the weight, most of the weight, right there. That's most of the weight. It's all right here. 288. This up here, what is this car up here? I don't know. It looks out of place. What is this? I don't know. This is the yellow Ferrari Enzo, just another front picture just from the left side. This is the F40. Me personally, I was never a fan of the F40. And I just now realized these are the wheels. The spare wheels that came with the F40 model car are the wheels that came on the F50 right here. I don't know much about this car. I know it was made in I think they started production like 95, 96. I don't know. I always just skipped over the F50. I always liked the 288, the F40, and I guess kind of the Enzo. This is a sick shot, if I'm being honest. It's just started up. We got the Whataburger Cup dripping hard. There's a lot of vibes. You know, we got good vibes at the car shows, and that's something that we don't have anymore. They're all gone. Looking now, that green car is like a 365 or something like that. I don't know. Not a great car. I also love this picture because it looks like it could blend in right here, right? Like the fender line is perfectly in line with the hood right here, and the wheel is, just kind of, I like it. Did I go through all of them already? I sure did. Well, anyway. Oh, there we go. 250 GTO. There's a perfect side shot with the 4-way drum brakes, as you can see. That's what they had back then. Drum brakes. Just a beautiful car. I hope I took an interior picture of this. This is a 512 Testarossa. I don't think these are the stock wheels. They look good though. Beautiful car. I like the 512 as well. You can see right here, I think that's an Aston Martin over here. Looks like an Aston Martin DB5 or something. Just another F40 picture. Just, that ass. This needs to be like a computer wallpaper or something. Another 458 race car. This is a different one. Or is this a 430? I think it's a 458. Obviously, just pure race car. It's got the center lock, knockoff wheels. That I don't want to know how much it costs for that brake and wheel setup per wheel. If I had to guess, with the tire, I don't know, 7,500 a corner, maybe. It's a lot. 599 GTO. I kind of like these as well for a newer Ferrari. These are pretty alright. They did have the V12. That's always a big plus. If you got a V10 or a V12, you got me on board already. I remember taking this picture. I saw a chair. If you saw some of the other pictures, you can see in the background there's some shops. I kind of just took one of their chairs and just climbed on top of it. Worth it. And he was the Outcast. This is a Lamborghini Diablo. My personal favorite Lamborghini of all time. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the F40 through the vents. You can see what I'm talking about. You see that all the suspension and the engine is just beautiful. The F40 is the same way. And I was right there. It's that yellow La Ferrari right here, just barely peeking out. This is the Enzo right here. So Enzo La Ferrari, that was the next successor in line. And there we go. So if you have watched 1 hour something videos, but if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching and listening. Please feel free to leave any feedback in the comment section. I still am learning a lot with all this new setup stuff. I mean, everything is new to me. None of it is good, but I gotta make it good. I learned, if there's one life skill I've learned, you just gotta make do with what you got. Until you can prove to yourself you are ready to make that next step. With photography, these pictures that I showed you, these were on the first lens I ever got with my photography equipment, which wasn't the greatest. And shortly after this event, probably 6 months, is when I actually upgraded my equipment. And I noticed, no matter how, and this is universal throughout photography, your gear is only as good as you can make it. If you don't learn the skills to properly set up a shot to get the frame right the very first chance you get, nothing else really matters. If